It's the National Football League on EA Sports, where we'll see two of the NFL's oldest and most storied franchises. It's the Los Angeles Rams and the Arizona Cardinals, and it comes your way next.
We find ourselves at the home of the world's first retractable natural grass field as you get a look inside State Farm Stadium in Glendale. Tonight we've got a good NFC matchup on tap as it'll be the Los Angeles Rams taking on the Arizona Cardinals. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Now, Charles, you and I, we've done a lot of games together. It always seems like we're rehashing the same storylines. Turnovers, of course, always a big story. Quarterback play, running backs, yada, yada, yada. But getting ready for this one word kept coming to mind, and that's preparation.
Well, it's critical to be prepared physically, mentally. When you think about getting ready for an NFL game, you have to wonder, what will they throw at us that maybe we haven't seen before? 2-minute drill, maybe different things like that. Got to be prepared. You're exactly right.
Kickoff team on the field, and here we go with the ball in the air. DJ Dallas to return it from his end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. The Cardinals making their way out, and it's the #1 overall pick in 2019, Kyler Murray at the helm.
Drafted with the idea that he'd be one of the most dangerous quarterbacks in the NFL when he put it all together. We've been seeing that progress throughout his career. This guy's legs, we knew they were phenomenal. Arm, top-notch. But now we're seeing his mind come into the game. Reed's defense is better and better each and every week, and is showing patience as a passer as well. Not as eager to exit the pocket, finding guys downfield for bigger plays.
First play from scrimmage. Here's Murray. Pass to the right, and he's got McBride. 5 yards on the game's first play. Second down.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. Ball on the 27. Here's second down and 5. Shotgun now from Murray. And the Rams got him. They bring him down. Ernest Jones charging hard from that linebacker spot, and he dropped 11. Well, you know it's never easy to get Kyler Murray down to the ground, and to do it with a sack on their... What a great tone setter defensively.
Oh, and no one's celebrating more than the defensive coordinator, because that's all he's preached all week long. Keep him hemmed in. Don't let him get into the open field and create big plays with his feet.
Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked off by John Johnson. And the Rams are in great shape here as they take over at their 46-yard line.
They went for the deep shot early, and that's fine, but I don't think it was the right target to throw it to. You had 3 other guys sprinting downfield, and I thought 2 of them were open. Could have avoided an interception there by attacking a different player in coverage.
So now the Rams will get their first opportunity with a football. Leading the charge at quarterback, the former Georgia Bulldog, Matthew Stafford.
I tell you what, when he is on schedule for that week, secondaries take notice because you've got to stay alert back there on every snap. A truly powerful arm, one that's capable of challenging any level of the defense on any given play. That's why so many scouts preach arm talent when preparing for the NFL draft. A quarterback with arm strength to make every throw in the book, he's an asset to have in any offense.
So good field position for the Rams as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 46. They begin the drive with Williams. And a gain of 4 gets him right to the midfield stripe.
But they certainly got dented with that first down run. So now they've got to be back on their heels a little bit as a defense.
Ball right on the 50-yard line. Here's the second down and 6. Now they'll send Kupp in motion right. And they're going to give it to him on the jet sweep. Oh, and this one, it may need to go back to the drawing board. He's going to be swallowed up right away. That one, a first down pickup of 8. Well, we've seen running backs in today's NFL get involved in the passing game. Maybe it's about time more receivers like that get involved in the running game.
And that is something we are seeing more and more in this league, no question about it. That wasn't the biggest of gains, but it was enough to get them a first down. And it continues to test the defense. They have to think on every play about who might end up with the ball.
It'll go as a gain of 4, and that'll bring up second down.
And I think this is a route we'll see more of as this game goes on, because with his speed, they want to get him the ball in space on drag routes just like this. They want him to get the ball and run after the catch. Good job there, though, holding him for a short gain.
To throw on second down is Stafford. He gets this into the hands of Kupp once again. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route, and what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
Stafford's throw, it's complete into the hands of Higbee. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. Call that a very strong gain of 24. Well, no question, this is exactly how they wanted to start this football game. And nice pass there. Now they're set up beautifully, Charles, to finish this off with a touchdown.
Yeah, but they've still got to finish it off, partner, and that means they've got to execute at this stage of the field. So we've seen many teams march it right to the goal line and not cash in. They got something dialed up here that puts it in the end zone.
They'll try and run. This is Williams. And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3.
That run didn't get very far, and I think when you're looking at his dimensions, he's a little bit on the smaller side. He's counting on the big guys up front to escort him in, and they couldn't create any kind of space for him, could they?
Yeah, didn't get the push they needed. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's second and goal. On the ground with a tight end. And he takes it across for a Rams touchdown. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Rams take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. Out comes the kicking team here for the extra point. It's up, it's good, and the Rams take a 7-0 lead. So that drives 7 plays in length, and it ends with a 3-yard scoring run.
Once again, we got to get it done as a group.
Brown now to kick it away after the touchdown. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. So the Cardinals offense back onto the field here for their second drive of the game. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Out of the gun, here's Murray. Going up top. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knock the ball away.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. And that is incomplete.
Every offense tells you they want to come out and start fast. That's not unusual at all. But this group, they've yet to get much rolling through their first 2 drives. It looks like they're going to have to give up the football again after this one.
Blake Gillikin on to punt now on 4th down. Back deep for the Rams is Tutu Atwell. Pulled in at the 24. 43 yards on the punt. 7-yard return. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. So the Rams coming back onto the field. Their 2nd drive of the game. And they'll be looking to make this a 2-score advantage. Had the touchdown on their first drive, Charles. Hey, they can get up 2 scores here on the road. That's a heck of a start.
And not only have they thought about it, I wonder if they visualized it. I remember playing, and they used to turn the lights out in our meeting room and run through a situation like this and say, just think about what it would be like to be up on the road and take the crowd out of it. Maybe they did some of that.
They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. Shreds him with a stiff arm. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. 1st down. Defensively, they were in the 3-4, and that O-line just dominated the D-line there.
Let's go with a verbal telestrator here, because that D-line has a nose over the center, and it has a 2 defensive ends over the offensive tackles. That means the guards don't have anyone over the top of them. That creates a natural bubble inside where they sprint upfield, take on the inside linebackers, and if the back hits it fast enough, there should be space to run.
It's 2nd and 8 at the 47-yard line.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. The Rams with the football here to begin the 2nd quarter. Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's 2nd down and 8. Now Stafford. And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
That's a tough spot for a running back coming out of the backfield, because you know he's got to look for the football. Knowing full well he's got a man coming his way, full steam, and he broke that one up.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Stafford. That is caught. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 36. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on 3rd down.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 36. They'll fake the give. Now Stafford gets this into the hands of the tight end Higbee. This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there? Freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
2 yards to go, 2nd down. Throwing again is Stafford. Open man is Higbee, the tight end. And Higbee going to have a Rams 1st down as he'll get this down inside the 20. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a 1st down.
Now we give up the middle to Williams. He'll get forward for 3 down to the 16-yard line.
If you're looking for glory, looking to get your name in the headlines, you do not want to play nose tackle. But how about what we just saw there? The ability to hold people up, take on extra blocks, and actually slip them and make a tackle on that play. That's big time.
Now it's Stafford. Over the middle and complete to the tight end Higbee. Touchdown, Rams. Tyler Higbee, a 16-yard touchdown. And the Rams go up by 2 touchdowns. Another impressive drive, so they're 2 for 2, 2 touchdowns. Charles, a great start to this ball game for them.
And one of the words that's really worked its way into our lexicon is stacking. They've stacked momentum each time out, and not only on offense. Between those touchdowns, defense held, forced a punt to get the ball back, and they've played awfully well in this one. Both sides playing at optimum level.
Extra point right down the middle, and that'll make the score 14-0. Brown now to kick it away after the touchdown. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. They're still in search of an initial first down as they come up here 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. Brought down on the play by Kobe Turner.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
Now Murray throwing on 2nd down. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue.
Certainly not the way they drew it up in the playbook, but that's why they love this guy back there. He sees things breaking down, and he's more than capable of finding an escape route and still getting a decent gain.
On 1st and 10, here's Murray. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
You know what I like about that play? He didn't try to do too much on 1st down. He took what the defense gave him, put together a solid gain to bring up 2nd and manageable. Now they have a couple of plays to pick up just a few yards and a new set of downs.
2nd down and 3. Now Murray. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Jones. No gain there, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. 2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And he is going to have a Cardinals first down, and he's going to have it by plenty, able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 2.
I'm not sure that was necessarily a safety valve or a check down throw on 3rd down. Sometimes just try and find the open guy and get him the ball. He did exactly that and found a way to pick up a first down.
Throwing on 1st down is Murray. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. The coverage may be too good that time as he breaks away for 19 with his legs and a first down.
I can't be sure how much of that was planned pre-snap, but it certainly opens up some avenues for their offense. And if he can stay a threat to break off those kind of runs, it'll pull defenders away from coverage and open up some choice throwing lanes for him moving forward.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Throwing now is Murray. he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. It'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up second.
Well, that's a big defensive stop there, and it takes away a lot of the momentum from the offense coming off that big completion the prior snap. Give big credit to the defense for bouncing back.
Now, following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Murray now. Screen pass to Connor. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. Ninth play of the drive now on 3rd and a country mile. To throw, it's Murray. Throwing left sideline there, but it's incomplete. The LA defense up the snuff in coverage there. Pushes this to 4th down.
Smart move to throw that one away. You're in field goal range, so you definitely don't want to be loose with the ball. And that's great work by this defense to force a 4th down.
A 44-yard attempt.
Prater's kick is good. And they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3. So that kick gives them their first points of the game, CD. And it comes on the 3rd drive, but hopefully for them that's a spark that gets that offense going.
Yeah, and I would say if you're the offensive play caller, as you look at your sheet, you're trying to find that part on there that unlocks bigger points. They struggled with a few drives so far, finally got 3 out of it. How do you find the end zone? That's what he's searching for now.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
At their own 24-yard line.
The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. And with a 2-score lead already, they may just look to get this thing to the locker room. They run on 1st down as they're able to get this forward for about 4.
Nice ear plate on the tackle. 4 yards on the pickup.
So we have reached halftime here in an 11-point contest. As now we send you out to Orlando and hook back up with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report.
Okay, Brent.
Well, time is of the essence. We breeze through halftime, and we are ready for the second half. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. Ready for the second half. 14-3 our score as we are back underway on EA Sports. And the half will begin with a touchback. Out come the Rams. They'll have it first here to begin the 3rd quarter. Stafford and the Rams come up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
This has certainly been a physical game so far. Limited scoring opportunities for both sides. And there's another chance that goes unfulfilled.
So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line. They'll fake it. Now Stafford. And that went to the right side and incomplete.
This defense has passed its first 2 tests by forcing back-to-back incompletions. They know there's probably another throw coming on 3rd down. Let's see if they decide to force the issue by sending people on a blitz.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. From the gun, here's Stafford. He's got his target. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That gain on 3rd down, good for 28.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
Pass complete there to Nakua. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard at the 38-yard line.
2nd down and a yard. To the air again, Stafford. Short throw, it's Higbee. And Higbee going to have a Rams 1st down as he'll get the ball down inside the 30. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving. 5th catch of the game for him there.
Yeah, and the tight end position is now becoming a volume pass catcher. Used to be occasional, right, safety valve, throw one to him every so often, but mainly they want him out there to block. Nowadays, an integral part of the passing game, and they create such great mismatches that they often become the leading receiver.
So the completion good for 6 yards, and that's going to bring up 2nd down.
I know exactly what's going to be said about that play from the defensive perspective.
What's that?
That's why I tell all you guys we need more than one tackler to the ball. He broke the first tackle. Luckily enough, there were more people there to get him down.
On 2nd down, Williams. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense gets a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. From the red zone now, Stafford. Going to be taken in here by Nakua. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
Nothing fancy on 1st down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, you often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for 2nd down, staying ahead of schedule. It's caught on the right side by Robinson. And the Rams are going to have a 1st and goal as he's taken down at about the 8-yard line.
Los Angeles.
They go back to the ground with Williams. And he's brought down right at the 5-yard line. Give him 2 on the play.
The yards may start getting a little tougher to come by down here near the goal line. That's good work defensively there on 1st down, holding them to a short gain.
And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. Now a play fake, and it's Stafford. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal? Stafford. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. Now they're staring at a 4th down as Arizona's defense does its job. So it's been a long drive. They've held the ball for quite a while. Now what do you do here?
Well, to me, at this stage after this drive, this close to the goal line, 3 points would be a letdown. I'm going for it here.
And his kick is good. And they will stretch the lead now to 17-3. Well, they picked up right where they left off in the first half. First drive after the break, they come away with 3 and increase that lead.
Yeah, and you just want to keep building on that lead, don't you? Whether it's 6 points or 3 points, take everything you can get, keep maneuvering, keep adding to it, keep making it difficult for them to come back.
Now Brown, after the made field goal, gets set for the kickoff. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. The Cardinals offense now ready to get their first opportunity here in the second half. And their deficit a little wider now than it was at halftime following the field goal a moment ago.
But the goal is still the same because you know they want to come out, establish a rhythm in the second half, and get going. Make no mistake about it, though. Kicking field goals, not in their game plan. They need to get the ball in the end zone.
Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 at their own 26. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And that to the 30. It'll be second down.
End result of that one, a nice 4-yard gain, so you can use that to set up your play-action game, or you can come right back and continue to run the football because as an offensive play caller, you're on schedule and feeling pretty good about your next couple of calls.
Ball on the 30 now. Here's 2nd and 6. Shotgun now for Murray. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A Cardinal first down on a gain of 13.
And that's one of the better plays we've seen this offense put together so far. They haven't been able to get on track much at all. But listen, they're only down a couple of scores with the rest of this quarter and the entire 4th remaining, so stranger things have happened.
Connor on first down, not going to get a whole lot. Maybe a couple. Second down coming up.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
2nd down and 8. They stay on the ground. Here's Connor again. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain. Now 3rd down is looming. A pickup of 2 on first down and just 1 yard there.
That's the end of the 3rd quarter of play with the score Rams 17, Cardinals 3.
3 quarters have come and gone. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. A 3rd down now, and those last 2 plays indicative of how things have gone for them. Just nowhere to go on the ground and struggling to put up points. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
Give it big credit for his coverage right there because when he saw the route break deep, he stayed in position to prevent a completion while avoiding any risk of a flag.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. Now Murray's got to have this one. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down.
Good yardage on the completion there. And when they look at the scoreboard, they do understand a field goal is not going to do them any good. My guess, they're going to press the ball downfield as far as possible, try and throw it into the end zone and get a score because they know they've got to get that done and get the ball back as quickly as possible.
So now following the roll of the dice, they've got a 1st and 10 inside the 35. A throw over the middle taken in. And he was able to shed 1 tackle but could not get away from there. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
On 2nd down, here's Murray. Over the middle here to Wilson. First target, first catch, and a first down. Now, correct me if I'm wrong. Yeah, you're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2 plays in a huddle each time you snap the ball.
Murray now on first down. Shifts by at the 15. And he's going to be taken down right at the 10-yard line.
That's multiple times now. He's tagged him with a big gain with his legs. Really showing off some nice awareness and the ability to correctly realize when he's got a chance to tuck it and go himself.
Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. Out of the gun, here's Murray. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just 1 target in the first half, incomplete. Now incomplete here with the first target of the second half.
Yeah, should not stop them at all from going back to him, though. Find him. Find him.
Here's 2nd and 10. Hands it off out of the gun. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. A 10-yard touchdown run. And the Cardinals have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. Well, time to let those folks know who are tuning in looking for the late local news. We may be a moment because we've got a game again.
And, partner, except for those on the West Coast where it'll be seen in its regular time, right? That's the way it works, doesn't it? But how about that? Big-time drive right there. If they're going to have any chance, they needed a touchdown there, and they went right down the field and worked their way into the end zone.
After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback. The offense for Los Angeles returns to the field. And with that last touchdown, I mean, we're set up for a good finish here. Some things to consider, Charles. Obviously, it's a very close game. You're in the 4th quarter. Defensively, they've got all 3 timeouts in their back pocket.
So the chess match really ramps up, doesn't it? Because in these situations, what do? Do you run the ball and kill the clock here? Or you try and bury them with another score? And how about defensively? Do you use your timeouts at early's opportunity? Or wait till you hit the 2-minute warning? So there's a lot going into this one. Let's see how each side goes about their strategy.
So the completion good for 7 there. And it'll be 2nd down. Play action. Stafford. Oh, it stays up. But he can't get away forever, and down it goes. They push him back 8 yards that time on 2nd down.
Like the fullback back there, I think they did a pretty good job of evading that first wave of players. Trying to buy a little extra time out of the pocket, but in the end, that was a tough one.
And winds up getting buried for the loss. Throwing on 3rd down, Stafford. That is caught, and he is going to have a Rams first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. From the gun, it's a run for Williams. To about the 40-yard line. So it's Rams football here as we get you reset. They've got a 2nd down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line. This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8. Now a 10th carry. Here's Williams. And he'll push this forward at about the 42-yard line. And quickly we're going to get another stop here with 1:54 left as they call the timeout defensively. Here's 3rd and 6. Stafford. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their second, as he'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Here comes the Rams punter now, as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. It's a 47-yard punt, but they did give up 10 on the return. And the Cards will take over 1st and 10. Kyler Murray now in the Cardinal offense, trailing 17-10, just over a minute 40 to play. How will this thing pan out? We'll watch as they come up on 1st down. Now Murray. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
And not that the coach asked me, but I do like the call there to start the drive. Looking for something maybe to jumpstart this offense. And they decided to run a little screen play. Maybe give their running back a little bit of space. Mission accomplished. He turns that into good yardage and a quick 1st down.
Murray to throw. He's got Connor.
Sometimes it's hard to figure, but you can live with incompletions in this situation. You can't live with these short gains that take time off the clock.
You know who loves it? This defense. Second down, 8 yards to go. Back to throw, Murray. That's to the right sideline, and it falls incomplete. 3rd and long coming up. Defensively, you pressure the quarterback or drape all over the passing lane?
Yes, that's exactly what you do. It's both because they're not mutually exclusive. They may have been at one time in football, but not anymore. You want to have that pressure. And if you have a big-time pass rusher, send him after the quarterback, and then make sure you blanket the field.
Open man here is Benson. And he is going to have a Cardinals 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
They picked up yardage, but they've got to get up to the line of scrimmage and spike it. They've got 1 timeout left. Want to save it.
Well, this offense still has the 1 timeout here, remember. 1st and 10. To throw is Murray. Over the middle, complete. It's Jones. And he is across and in for the score. And now they can tie the game in the final stages with the extra point.
Or they can go for 2 and go for the win. Obviously, the excitement level here is almost a fever pitch. Down 1 is tempted to go for 2. I say you go ahead and kick the extra point. You got the home crowd carried into overtime.
I'm with you. I do see some fans holding up 2 fingers. Easy now.
Yeah, they're not the ones who have to actually make that call, are they?
And now the decision is to go for 2. A gutsy call, and this, in effect, is your ball game right here. They'll try and run it in. And he's going to get in for the 2 points. It was an incredibly gutsy call, but they've taken the lead by a point late in the game. And boy, you want to talk about guts. Guts is going for 2 when you're down 1 in that spot right there.
Do they not trust? Not feel that it was time to go ahead and do that? Or did they just say, we've got a play on that we're so confident in, we're going to go ahead and do it? I'm going to say they're going to say that in the press conference.
After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And he won't quite make it to the 25. This is 1st and 10. Stafford now to throw. And that one nearly intercepted. That would have sealed it. Instead, it'll be 2nd down. They're going to be tough to get 2 plays out of this. This could very well be it. One last throw here for Stafford. That nearly ended it. That should have been intercepted, but he cannot corral it, and that is a lifeline there with 3rd down coming up. Final 2 seconds. This is it. One final shot. They'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield, and it's incomplete. So they're